Let go of expectation. Don't underestimate, don't overestimate, don't even estimate. You have to be what you want to receive out of life. And instead of looking at where you could be, start with where you are. You don't need other people to appreciate the work that you do. You need you to appreciate the work that you do. Life is not difficult, but as humans, we overcomplicate things.
We enjoy music that has multiple instruments. So when I talk, it's not a rant, it's a symphony of ideas. And when you collect them, you say, oh, these are all these things that connect. Yeah, you know, I just tell the truth. And telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies.
Hi friends, it's Jewel here and welcome back to another video. My lips are blue because I was definitely just drinking some Kool-Aid. And my hair is looking a little darker now because my birthday is coming up. Today is March 14th as I'm recording this video. So in 15 days, March 29th will be my birthday. So save the date. But today was just one of those days where I heard something that I definitely wanted to share with you guys, and it's the fact that you have time and there's no need to rush yourself. And that's something that I really needed to hear, especially what I'm about to get into. Okay, whatever it is you want to do in life, whatever your goal, and you say, hey, I want to get this thing done, I want to do this, I want to build this skill, whatever it may be, know that you can do it. I think the biggest thing that kind of like stops us dead in our tracks is the fact that we get so overwhelmed and we overestimate how much energy we need to pour. I just cracked my knuckle. How much energy we need to pour into something, or how long something is gonna take. And I'm gonna tell you guys, in order to get to where you're trying to be, all you have to do is just start. Instead of focusing on the whole grand scheme of things, just do what you can now in the present moment. Okay you guys, so the video is already over and everything, and I am taking my walk now like I said, but I also wanted to add in, and I wanted to say that we tend to overestimate what we can do in a day. In 24 hours we tend to think we can get so much done in one day, but we underestimate how much we can get done in a year. That's the thing. Don't rush yourself. Stop limiting yourself and allow yourself to just do what you can do. Stop overestimating what you can do in a day and just say, hey, what I do today is what I was able to get done today. And stop underestimating how far you can get in a year. Yesterday was history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift, which is why it is called the present moment. You hold so much. I live in Miami. One thing I've noticed as I be editing all my videos is that in one video, 1,000 airplanes will be going by, you guys. I live in Miami, Florida, and there is constantly just airplanes going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So please do excuse that. And I like to come outside and record these videos because when I first started and I was in my room, I just felt like, I don't know, like when you're in a room, you're enclosed in a box, and so it's like my brain can't be free to think. But when I'm outside and I got the fresh air and I'm just listening to the sounds of the birds and everything, it's much easier. But back to what I was saying, you need to just start now, whatever it is. Say for example, you want to learn how to draw. You might be seeing tons of other people who are doing these intricate, realistic portraits or whatever your art style, you know what I mean? And instead of looking at where you could be, start with where you are, because I think we tend to compare ourselves to one another, like, oh, look at how great they draw, I don't draw like that. And you think that they're the best artist, but no, you're the best artist, because you're only you, you're only living your life, you're not living anyone else's life. So draw the best art that you can right now in the present moment, rather than thinking about how good your art can be later on down the line. Just start now. Do what you can do right now in this moment. I've been doing a lot of cardio lately because I want to be able to run obviously I can run, but I want to be able to run a little bit more. I want to be able to run and build my stamina, right? I didn't do any cardio today. Today's day 6 and I just wanted to take a little break, but I'm actually gonna go take a walk. But for 5 days I've noticed that it has definitely gotten easier and I feel lighter on my feet in 5 days. So whatever it is you want to do, give it give it 1 week, you guys, and you're gonna notice from when you started to a week later there has been some major improvement. Not even minor, it's gonna be some noticeable improvement. And then so you continue, you have to stay consistent and committed to what it is you're trying to do. And I'm telling you, that is one of the easiest ways you can also manifest. Move with pure intentions, stay committed, stay consistent, and stay patient. And one more thing, things are a lot easier when you stop pressuring yourself. I remember when I say you have to be patient, I remember I used to pray to God for patience. I used to pray that God would make me patient because I was so impatient. And every time I tried to pressure myself into saying, just be patient, it seemed like it was much harder to be patient. So just allow yourself to graciously or gracefully transition into that phase of your life that you're trying to become. You know what I mean? Don't try and get it right the very first day, because this is new for you. It's gonna take time, it's gonna take improvement, you know what I mean? And when I just now realized, like, wait a minute, I don't even be pressuring myself to be patient no more. I'm just patient, you know what I'm saying? I'm just patient. I'm just allowing things to unfold on God's time, not mine. All beautiful things take time. The earth was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. My body was not formed in a day. You know what I'm saying? So all beautiful things take time. All creation, whatever it is you're trying to create in life, know that it takes time, and know that if you stay committed, 100% committed, and you say, hey, I'm gonna do this no matter what it takes, stay committed, stay consistent. Whatever consistency doesn't mean you have to do it every single day, but do it regularly, do it consistently, and remain patient. Know that as long as you're working towards your goal, know that you're gonna get there. Trust that you're gonna get there. I feel like we tend to make things, as humans, we tend to make things difficult for ourselves. We're like, either things are hard or either things are difficult. And I'm telling you right now, if you're watching this video, you probably need to see this, because a lot of people believe that the world is like, and I experienced this with my own family members, and the way they just constantly complain about how detrimental and how life is just beating them down. And in reality, life is your best fucking friend. Okay, let me say that again. Life is your best friend, but you have to put that energy out there. You have to show life like, hey, I want things to get better. You have to take a step in the right direction, a positive change. You have to make that positive change in your life if you're gonna want to see anything turn out different. You can't keep doing the same things. You can't keep worrying, stressing, having anxiety, because let me tell you something. I personally believe in God, and so the saying when they say fill your mind with God's word so that the enemy cannot fill it with worry, anxiety, depression, anything like that, it is so true. Okay, it is so true. I'm pretty sure there are millions of other people who are artists, who are musicians, or whatever the case may be. You guys, we can all do the same thing. If everybody on the planet decided, hey, let's be an artist, what differentiates us is our uniqueness. Okay, you can do it. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to be what you want to receive out of life. You have to be what you want to receive out of life. I feel like a lot of people are like, well, I want to be a millionaire. How do I do that? You know what I'm saying? I can't pretend like I'm a millionaire. And I was thinking earlier, I was like, bro, like, you remember when we were kids and we used to pretend that we were teachers, although we barely knew how to read, write, and spell. We pretended that we were doctors, even though we knew nothing about the human body and didn't have a medical degree or whatever. We pretended that we were mechanics, even though we knew nothing about cars. We pretended that we were so many things with our imagination. That is how we created life to be fun, because we pretended to be what we wanted to be. And you can still do that. No, you might not have $1 million, but you can still pretend that you are living a life of luxury by taking care of yourself, looking at the brighter side of things, being grateful for what you do have. Because if you're not grateful for what you have now, you think God is going to give you $1 million and think you're going to be grateful? Hell no. God is like, you're not even grateful for the $10 you got in your account. What make you think I'm going to give you $1 million? You got to think like that. Genuinely appreciate all that you have. I'm recording on my cell phone. Right? There are tons of other people who make higher quality videos or whatever with a professional camera, and they have the lighting and they can record at any time of the day because they don't have to wait for the sun to be up and for it to be the right temperature. They can just do whatever they want to do, right? That's not my case, and yet I am still so grateful that I even have this camera phone so I can share these messages with you guys. I know life is not difficult, and I have proven that to myself, because life is a mirror reflecting you. So if your life is difficult, I'm telling you right now, you got to do some introspection, okay? You got to do some self-reflection. Take some time to yourself. Genuinely just maybe go to the park and just sit and think like, damn, how do I feel most times of the day? Am I always anxious? Am I always sad? Am I always mad? How am I feeling throughout the day? Because you have to remember, that is how you communicate with the universe and tell the universe, hey, this is what I want. The universe is unbiased. The universe is going to give you exactly what you ask for. And so that's why I'm saying, if you want to see results with something, stay committed, consistent, and patient. You're not running out of time. Don't even focus on how long it's gonna take or any of the steps. Focus on what you can now. Focus on pouring your energy into genuinely what you want to attract now in the present moment, instead of, you know, just constantly thinking, oh my gosh, I want to get a new car, oh my gosh, I really want to learn how to cook or anything like that. If you want to learn how to cook, the only way you're going to learn how to cook is not by thinking about all the recipes you're going to be able to make down the line, not thinking about all the intricate little skills you can build as you cook. No, if you want to learn how to cook, the easiest way is to just start now. Don't rush yourself. It's okay, and I don't want to say don't. There's nothing wrong with a deadline, is what I'm trying to say here. If you say, hey, I want to learn how to do this by this date, for example. Let me see. My goal, I'm at 34 subscribers right now. My goal is 40 subscribers by my birthday, and like I said earlier, my birthday is March 29th. So, and today's the 14th. I got 15 days, and you know what? You think I'm gonna actually just start pushing out videos every 2 seconds? No, I'm going to work consistently and remain patient. And you know what? If I don't get the 40 subscribers by my birthday, then guess what? It just was not possible for me. You have to remember that, like, okay, if you do set a deadline and it doesn't get done, it just was not possible for you because certain things are out of your control. And that's okay for things to be out of your... Could you imagine having everything in your control, constantly being in control of everything instead of just giving things to God, instead of letting God take the weight off your shoulders? Could you imagine that? I can, because I used to be like that, thinking that I was the one who was going to have to come and save me, and there was no one to come and help me until I started talking to God. If you haven't tuned into my last video, if you have tuned into my last video, or if you haven't, I got really emotional. I'm happy, and I haven't always been happy, and all of a sudden, because I start talking to God, I'm happy. Like, that's weird to me. Like, God is really so great and we are really so infinite at a certain part of the video, because it hit me. I was like, wait a minute, things are getting better, all because when I was this close to not wanting to be here and taking my life, I just decided, my spirit, my soul, who I am so strong. I knew I did not want to go, but I just had nowhere else to turn to. And so I just started talking to the sky. At first I was saying universe, and then I just started saying God, because God created the universe. But back to what I was saying, there is nothing wrong with setting a deadline for yourself, but don't beat yourself down. Do what you can. My thing is to I'm telling you guys, let go of expectation. Don't underestimate, don't overestimate, don't even estimate. Don't estimate how much progress you can make in a certain amount of time, because you're gonna end up shocking yourself. And my philosophy is this: when you let go of expectations, you're also letting go of disappointment at the same time. So you're killing two birds with one stone. Because expectations create anxiety. When you are expecting something to go that way, you're anxious to see it unfold that way, that you're blocking off all the other possible opportunities and abundant ways something can go down. Just in order to wrap up this video, I just want to tell you guys to remain consistent, committed, and patient to whatever it is you're gonna do. Don't rush yourself, because you do have time. And you want to know how I know you have time? Because you're sitting here watching this video, and when this video is over, whatever it is you really want to do, you guys, I'm telling you, whatever it is you have your heart set on, do it now. If you want to learn how to draw, maybe just start practicing some basic shapes, because that's what drawing is. Try practicing drawing circles, rectangles, triangles. If you want to learn how to cook, go make you some eggs and maybe top it off with a little special garnish. Or if you want to learn how to write music or make music, put a beat together and start singing. I'm telling you guys, life is not difficult, but as humans, we overcomplicate things. Matter of fact, we don't even overcomplicate things. We just complicate things, because life is not complicated. As someone who genuinely was in the pits of hell, in the darkest place imaginable, and now I'm in the valley, God has me in the valley, I'm chilling, I'm in heaven on earth. I can tell you guys right now that life is not complicated. You just make it complicated. And you can work, luckily, we can work on that. We have to say affirmations over ourselves to remind ourselves who we are, to remind ourselves that we do have time. I promise you, we do. We make things so difficult by overthinking instead of just doing. We make things, as humans, we're all a collective. We make things so difficult by overthinking, by being in our head too much instead of getting in our body and doing what it is we need to do. Don't try and push yourself to do something you can't. If you're trying to start something new and you're like, oh, this is too hard, slow down, hon. Slow it down. And if it's still a little too hard, slow it down even more. Because you gotta start somewhere. Slow it down and then pick up the pace as you're going along. Once you get comfortable with how you were once doing, go a little bit faster, and then a little bit faster, and then a little bit faster. And trust that as long as you're doing the action of what you're trying to achieve, as long as you're drawing, cooking, singing, or whatever it is you're trying to do, exercising, know that you're progressing. I want you guys to start rewarding yourselves every single time you progress, every single time you do a sketch, every single time you cook a meal, whether simple or intricate. Every single time you do it, reward yourself. Tell yourself, great fucking job. First of all, thank you for taking these steps. Thank yourself. I've gotten into the habit of doing that a lot. Every single time I just do one thing that's going to put me a step closer to where I'm trying to be, I say thank you to myself, and that is going to give you even more encouragement to keep going, because you are appreciating the work that you do. You don't need other people to appreciate the work that you do. You need you to appreciate the work that you do. You need your support. You need your gratitude. You need your approval. You need your validation. You need your praise. You need it from you. No one on this planet is obligated to give you that. If you want it, look within. Look within yourself, and you will find exactly what it is you need, exactly what it is that you're searching for. I didn't want this video to be too long because I can get a little chatty. I just wanted to come out here and get straight to the point. The sun is setting, so I just want to wish you guys a great evening. It's about 7 p.m. right now. I want to wish you guys a great evening. And I pray that this video finds anyone who needs to see this. And I just want to say, if you haven't already, go check out my most recent video. It just uploaded today. Like I said, commitment, consistency, and patience. Patience is that thing that's really going to take you far. Because if you keep rushing yourself, you're only going to burn yourself out by trying to move faster than where you really can move. That's all I have for this video, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye, friends. And then I just want to add this picture of the sky for this video, just for my memory's sake. It's gorgeous.